Yes, thanks for staying with us. Friday, so treat day for so many of us. We like our takeaways. Well, Chef Eva Pau from the Asia market is with us now, serving up some barbecued beef bulgogi.
Yes.
Did I get that right?
Yes, absolutely. So bulgogi is like Korean for fire. It translates to fire meat. So in Korea, they would marinate this beef, and then at restaurants on a table, they would have a kind of a small griddle pan.
Right.
And then someone comes over to your table and they have the marinated beef and they cook it on the griddle pan for you.
At your table?
Yes. And then
Brilliant.
you have like all these like small dishes of like there's kimchi, and usually you kind of have it with some lettuce and rice and the beef as well.
Okay, let's start cooking.
Absolutely. Okay, so I have some beef here that I have really thinly sliced. So I would suggest using something like a ribeye, really thinly sliced, because the more marbling on it, the more kind of tenderized the meat would be.
And the more flavour.
Exactly. I mean, I definitely like ribeye is one of my most favourite steaks.
We were only talking about this last week on the show, that so many cooks and chefs, when it comes to picking a steak, they'll go for ribeye ahead of fillets because of the flavour.
The flavour, yeah, exactly. So I have about 300 grams here, kind of really thinly sliced, and we're going to add in one really special ingredient, which is a Korean pear.
Okay, now that's that there.
That is that there, and I have some here for you,
here.
and some cut here for you to try as well. So the Korean pear is a bit more crispy, and it's really sweet, and it's similar to a Chinese nashi pear, but like this really, so I've kind of grated it, and once you add it into the meat, it really helps tenderize it.
Okay.
And it adds a bit of sweetness as well. So I do add quite a bit, about half a Korean pear, kind of shred it. And then I'm going to add in some minced onion, so kind of grated. I'm just using like
that grater's got a lot of work.
I know, this is the thing, yeah, you are grating. The thing is, if you wanted to, like, and I've tried this as well, you can kind of blend it. So you can blend your onion, your ginger, I'm going to add in a little bit of ginger there, and some minced garlic. And then you can blend those ingredients together and add it in. So that would be easier. Then I have some soy sauce. So this is a Korean soy sauce I have here.
Now, is that different to other soy sauce?
Yes. The thing is, in Korean soy sauces, like usually you're used to your light and your dark soy sauce.
Yeah.
In Korean ranges of soy sauce, they have one soy sauce. So this is actually a mix of the light and dark, because when I was trying to create this recipe, I had light and dark at home. So I just used the light soy sauce because of the flavor. And actually, I felt like it didn't give enough color to it. So then I switched it to a Korean soy sauce, and I was like, oh, actually I can totally, it's a bit more caramelized. It's like really, there is a bit of saltiness flavor from it as well. So into this will give really good color and flavor to your meat. And then a bit of soy sauce, and then soy sauce and sesame oil, sorry. And then I'm gonna add in some sugar. So sugar, I'm just going to use brown sugar. I feel like it makes it nice and caramelized as well.
And about 2 tablespoons you put in.
2 tablespoons, exactly. So you would mix this all around and then leave it, the best is to leave it overnight in your fridge, you know. And then you can, next day.
I'm thinking of people who, like today is Friday, and how many of us would have a treat on a Friday?
I know, 30 minutes minimum.
30
Keep it
minutes.
as long as you can in the fridge. Yeah, exactly. So what you can do is, you can skewer it and then put it onto the barbecue if you want.
Okay.
Or you can just do it in a pan.
On the hot pan. Yeah. Does it need to be very hot, the pan?
The pan should be, hopefully. I'm hoping this sizzles down. So I'm going to add in some onion. Okay, it's not exactly sizzling as much as I want, but
it'll get there. It'll get there.
So for the onion, I just want to quickly kind of just like stir fry it a little bit. I don't want it to be softened or browned or anything. So you just want to kind of quickly.
Do you still want the crispness and a bite in it?
Exactly, because you're gonna, because it's going in first, and as you cook the beef, it's gonna further cook, you know. So, okay, so we pretend that this is like been marinating for like overnight or 30 minutes, and I'm hoping this will sizzle in the pan now. Okay, so the thing about using the pan and cooking this, the best is to use something kind of with more space, so that you can kind of spread out the beef, so you're not kind of like, you get to kind of pan fry it a bit more. Oh,
there we go.
It's sizzling.
So I'd imagine because it is quite thin,
Yeah.
It's going to cook quite quickly.
Yeah, so that's why I actually think, I mean, it's a really good weekday dish, I think, because it cooks quite quickly. Because once you've marinated like the day before, then when you come back home, you can just pan fry this. And then usually, if you cook it on a barbecue, in Korea, you have it with like the lettuce and some rice and some kimchi. But I have made this into more of a sauce as well. So I've added in this thing where you can add extra sauce to it.
You're being very careful how you put that in.
I know.
You can't dump it all in at once.
Well, you can, but it won't be as nice as pan frying it on one layer. I'm trying to kind of make it so that it pan fries.
Yeah. I suppose the more you add to the pan, the temperature is going to come down. It's going to take a little bit longer to cook,
Yeah.
I would assume.
So basically, you kind of pan fry that for 2 to 3 minutes, and then you mix it all in together. And while that's kind of slightly pan fried, I'm going to add in this extra sauce. So it's a bit of soy and sugar, and then about 100 ml of water. And so this is for if you want to make your bulgogi and you want to have some, you know, a bit of sauce with rice, you know. So it's just adding this into that. So
Okay. Is that spring onion or what is it you're adding?
that is spring onion and some garlic as well.
Okay.
So soy, sugar, water, spring onion, and some garlic.
Okay.
And then you just, once you stir fry this a bit more, and then you pour the sauce in, and then you just let it sizzle, and then you are done.
Okay.
So it's really simple, but I guess the marinating the beef really helps it.
Yeah. So the longer you can leave it, the better it's going to be. Better
Yeah.
it's going to taste.
So I'm just going to add this in, and we are done.
Okay.
So I have something here made previously this morning that is sizzling away. I'm going to let you try it.
Well, we're looking forward to this. You've chosen a simple rice.
So this rice, in Korea, they like to eat kind of like a sushi rice. So
Okay.
kind of, it's more sticky,
Okay.
and it's a short grain. So I want to let you try some of this now.
I'm looking forward to this big stuff.
And it's really nice also to add in some of this, like a roasted sesame.
Oh,
Roasted sesame seeds.
Now,
Let me try this.
oh,
Try this
thank
out.
you, Eva. And of course, the pear is involved in the marinade.
Yeah, so it's all, I think you'll find that it adds like this really sweetness to it.
You can instantly get that taste of sweetness. It's really, really lovely.
So it's quite a nice kind of a balance of flavours.
It's absolutely stunning. Really, really stunning. I'm glad I've got a few minutes and I just sat back and enjoy this. Eva, great to see you. Remember, full recipe details are on our website. You can find out more from Eva on asiamarket.ie. Coming up, are you pregnant and wondering how you should exercise? Well, we've got advice for you after this break.